Hello everyone, welcome back to another Monster Legends Monster Analysis. Today we are going to be doing Scryb or whatever his name is pronounced. So, I gotta start doing this first, and here is his design. Of course you can see right here, as you can see. And here's something interesting. He actually looks kind of like Luxaura. You know, Luxaura is kind of like a light version of this. It looks like, I think it was released way after Luxaura, so he's kind of like a dark type version of Luxaura, and he's kind of like an evil version. Like, here's something, Monster Legends lore, he's the same species as Luxaura, but he's an evil version. So, okay, let's read the description. Scryb was born of the worst criminal minds. Most of his opponents in battle end up begging to be defeated and screaming, "Just put it into my suffering, please." He is a very evil monster, deserving of the Evil Legions. I'm not sure he's in the Evil Legions, but he definitely deserves to be in there, at least with this description. It may change because a bunch of monsters have description changes. Deadwolf is a video I did on Taiga, also had a description changed. So, okay, now back to the actual video. His stats are pretty low, actually. His power is 2,783. This is actually one of the worst powers in the entire game, from what I've seen. So, not even 3,000 power. White Walker, I really like him, but his power is like 3,000. This is lower than White Walker, so it's kind of sad how low his power is, but thankfully, not an attacker. So his life is 27,445. I don't know where this is in the dark category. I don't think it's that great, but I don't think it's that bad either. It's a pretty good life. And now on to his speed of 3,344. I don't think this is the fastest, but I do think it's a pretty okay speed. Now his gold per minute's 155. Kind of one of the bad things about him, other than his power stat, or his just low stats in general. And he only has, and of course, if you can't get to level 50, 10, he starts at 10 gold at level 1 and he gains 5 per level. So his trait is immune to possession. Dark types have quite a few possession skills, and magic types have more, so if you're going up in a dark or magic war, possession is very good at immune to. There's also stuff like Silotus and Mystery, who also have possession skills. So, definitely good to have immune to possession. So, let's start with this special attack. What do you see? May possess all targets, may give nightmares to all targets. So, first when I saw this, before I was into the wiki and into more advanced Monster Legends stuff, I thought this was extremely weak because it didn't do damage. But if you actually look at his power stat, he has such a low power that this would do nothing even with a strike rune. Or no, even with damage attached to it. So, yeah. I definitely still think that it would be better if it had damage attached to it. It wouldn't be doing that much, but it would still be better. But I would still position in nightmares, at least it is not position in damage reduction. Not the best special, but okay. Now, of course, Skills Group 1 has Sleep Terror. 50% chance of giving nightmares to all targets. Not the best, but Skills Group 1 it's okay, but nightmares isn't that good of a skill or status move. Resilience. Target gains damage boost and precision. No cooldown. This is actually a kind of good supportive skill. I haven't really seen this guy's other supportive skills. But this one is to any ally and gives damage boost and precision. This actually might be a readable skill. I just haven't seen his other skills yet. But at least so far, this actually looks like a pretty good skill for Skills Group 1. And here we have Possession Scroll, Moderate Dark, 50% chance to protect target. This is pretty good. Precision is always a good skill to apply to your foes. And now Periidala deals moderate special damage, may possess target. So it does 40 special base damage, 5 more than the other one beforehand, and it possesses 100% chance of the time with a 2-turn cooldown. I actually kind of like this skill, and it's actually a pretty good skill. Not really the best, but it does have possession, so it's good. Oh, skip ahead. Apply, so, where's stroke test? Deals moderate special damage, applies one random negative effect to target with no cooldown. This is pretty good because it can do any effect. It can do something weak like magnetism, even if you don't have any, like, monsters. A lot of the toxins come up, so they can be good, but they're not the best. But of course, you can get new deny skills, you can blind, damage reduction. That's pretty okay. Poison. Nightmares would be pretty bad to apply to them. It's not really the best to have. And there's also stat effects it could do. So this might be a runnable skill because it's only a one random negative effect with no cooldowns. So that might be a good skill. Sleep Tight gives immunity to dark, nightmares, and dark type moves to all allies for 2 turns. So all allies will be immune to nightmares for 3 turns and immune to all dark type moves for 2 turns. This is great, especially if you're fighting someone like Barbatos, because I think you have to beat Barbatos, and if you do, he won't be able to do his extremely overpowered 90 damage attack on you, because you'll be immune to it. So Sleep Tight is definitely a skill that you might want to consider, but I think I remember seeing videos where he has a better skill. Phobic Disorder deals low special damage to enemies, and again nightmares to all targets. Completely useless, do not even consider running this. Conserve Persuasion. You may possess target gains 1 extra turn, requires cooldown. Definitely run this skill. A skill where you can possess the target on the first turn and then immediately get a chance to attack again with some other kind of skill. Really good. And then lastly, Group Therapy gives immunity to possession and dark attacks to all allies for 2 turns. Possession for 3 turns and dark attacks for 2 turns. This is way better than his Nightmare skill. This is the one I was seeing, and now both the exact same except one's possession and one is nightmares. I would run the possession one, and even though he is immune to possession, still really good, and good combo. Contrusive Persuasion to possess and gain extra turn, and then use Group Therapy, and that's a really good combo. So let me look at something. So of course that down here you're gonna run all skills group 3 except Phobic Disorder. So you're gonna run Conceive Persuasion and Group Therapy. You're definitely going to run those 2 skills. And then I would also run Haridala, the Possess skill. I would also run the Possession skill. And now Resilience might actually be a skill you want, because damage boost and precision to a target monster might actually be a skill you want to have. Of course, if you don't want that, Retort Test or Scratch Test might actually be a skill you want. It's between those 2 skills. Do you want to apply one random negative effect to your target with no cooldown, or do you want to give one of your allies a damage boost and precision with no cooldown? So it's really what you prefer to have. I might actually keep the damage boost on my version of Scryb, and I'm not really that sure. He is a very good monster for speed. I really like him. He doesn't have the best speed, but his skills mean he's a really good support / deny monster. He doesn't have an AoE possession or an AoE freeze or an AoE stun or even an AoE time stop. That would be just way too strong, so I'm glad he doesn't have it. He does have a possession skill that gives an extra turn, a basic possession skill, so you can at least possess 2 enemy monsters on his turn. Give immunity to dark attacks, which if you're fighting certain dark types can be immunity and can deny them. So all around, I think this is a really good monster. He's not overpowered, but he definitely is a really good monster. Where I would put him on the tier list, I think I would put him either really high on common monster, which actually I don't want to put him there because it's with Roy, and I don't want to put any monster with him. So I actually think he might be general tier. He actually might be worth general tier, just all around worth it because he's such a good deny monster and a support monster with resilience, and of course his really good group therapy. So he can actually be really good support. He's a really good deny monster. Not the best because he can't do an AoE possess, but at least he can possess 2 of them to deny the attacker. maybe even the support if you want to. So I really like this monster. Of course, it's all in your opinion if you like it or not, but I really like him. And now let's look at his design. So here he's an egg, a child, a juvenile, and an adult. I love this guy's design. Even the egg design looks really awesome. So yeah, I really like this monster. I definitely really like him. So I definitely rank him as high as I can, which I think he's definitely general tier. Now, I'm going to be doing a video on Noctim sometime soon as well, so look forward to that. You can look forward to that because I'm going to be doing it sometime soon, hopefully. On Noctim, I wanted to do him like kind of a while back, but I never got around to doing it, so let's just hope that he can beat Scryb, because so far he is a really good deny and support monster. Even skills group 1 is good with 1 skill. So, I hope you enjoyed, and bye.